Hey guys, I'm Rachel Cruz.
I'm George Camel.
And this is Smart Money Happy Hour. Cheers, George.
Cheers. Wow. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Or do I owe you what is this?
Raspberry Dream Dirty Soda Mocktail.
I mean,
That's got a ring to it.
Yeah, that's something. That is something. Well, this is the show where two friends who happen to be money experts talk about what you're talking about. Everything from pop culture, current events, and money. And today, we are unpacking a very controversial topic, affordable food.
That's right. We're tackling the hard issues today. And some people have big feelings about little things like Wendy's and Schlotzsky's and other cheap meal spots on the go. So we're going to address this debate head on. We're going to talk about the financial aspect of it. And can we just say, not an episode about health. So before you say, do you know how bad fast food is for you? You are not the target demo for this episode.
And I'm reading books and listening to podcasts about how terrible it all is. So we know.
I'm teaching Rachel that nutrition labels exist. So we're working on it. We're having a good time.
It is real. What we put in our bodies is very important. And also, what are we sipping on, George?
Here's what we're putting in our body today. It's a Raspberry Dream Dirty Soda Mocktail.
Yeah.
And we're going to give you the rating and reveal the cost per glass at the end of the episode.
And this is the drink, apparently. I've not seen it yet, which I love reality TV. But apparently the Mormon controversial...
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Yep, apparently this is what they drink.
I only know because my wife was watching it and I...
Did you watch any of it?
She watched all of it.
Oh my gosh,
I need... Season 2 right now. Like she was obsessed.
Okay, I need to get on the train.
But if you didn't know, Mormons famously are into soda shops because they cannot have alcohol or caffeine.
Yes.
From coffee. But soda's okay and energy drinks...
I'm not sure.
You guys tell me.
Let us know.
I'm still confused by that rule.
But anyways, we got this pop culture, I'm going to call it, drink today.
And this is one of Rachel's all-time requested episodes.
Is it?
Because you just want to talk about your love of fast food.
I just have opinions about fast food. Not the health of it, again, but what I like. Because, listen, y'all all think I'm like this bougie, debt-free, Tesla-driving girl. I'm not.
She's so much more.
I am, but I'm not.
She's so much more.
I do love fast food.
She loves a Sonic.
And listen, we're eating a broccoli casserole for dinner tonight. Tomorrow, white bean chicken chili. We eat healthy, right?
Wow.
On most of it. But when you need fast food, I am here for it, and I will never say no.
And we're going to break it down for you. We're going to rank it today. We're going to do some bracket-style challenges, and I'm going to class it up with my version of fast casual. So you don't want to miss this.
It's going to be good because I do think that the topic of food, it has gone up, right? Inflation, groceries, all of it. And we do talk about that. When you go out to eat, you spend more money versus if you ate at home. And again, it may not be true for like a single person running through like a Taco Bell drive-thru versus going to the grocery, right? Like I think there's a level of it. But when you have a family, and especially a sit-down restaurant, all of it, like you end up spending more. But these are places that are cheaper because the quality's not good. But it's a reality that a lot of people face. And
it is a reality.
And you're busy. You got to run through a drive-through, and so we're gonna talk about it.
And we're gonna sprinkle in some stats, prices, and fun facts for you along the way. And let us know in the comments who you're siding with, what your favorites are as we talk about them, because we want your hot takes too. We have 2 rounds. We got the fast food round, which is your traditional cheap drive-through. Then we have fast casual, which is more you're in line ordering at the counter, but no drive-through situation unless you count the Chipotle.
Yeah, and you pay $15 for a bowl of something.
Whoa,
but it's good.
I sense the judgment already.
Listen, I like Cava. I'm not mad at it.
Shots fired. All right, first matchup. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
McDonald's versus Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Who are you taking in the match?
I'm going Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, final answer. There is only one answer.
Taco Bell.
These 2 options are both for, who would you say? People desperate after 11 p.m. The lines after 11 p.m. at these places are out of control.
Yeah, Taco Bell late night.
It's like a DMV.
Like if you went to a wedding, had a fun reception, and you're like, we just need like a little cherry on top before we get home.
How often are you going to weddings then need a nightcap at a McDonald's?
It happens. It's good. Yeah. No, but Taco Bell, 2 soft tacos, the nachos and cheese. I'm good to go. Get that fire sauce packet.
Are you slapping it?
I'm shaking it.
I don't think it needs shaking. I don't think it's that level of quality where it requires. I think it's all congealed to begin with.
I know.
It's very kind of you, though.
What's yours? I picked Taco Bell.
I did Taco Bell. This is one I actually did recently, not by choice, but out of desperation.
Okay.
It was 11:30 at night in Columbia, Tennessee.
All right.
This is
Wow,
it. This
what
is
an
all we
adventure.
have.
What an
I had
adventure.
just sang in my friend's band to fill in for our friend Zach Ford.
Okay.
Who could not make, he was sick.
Oh my gosh.
I went, I'm going to fill in. Late night, didn't get to eat dinner.
Wow.
I get the Doritos Locos tacos and a crunchy taco.
How was it?
It was food.
Yes.
It was good because it was 11:30.
Okay.
I think most of the time fast food is only good because of your environment.
Yeah, I agree
You
with
are
that.
starving and you are desperate. What I found surprising though was it was over $5 for two very basic tacos.
Oh yeah, the inflation, man. It's getting
In
us
my
everywhere.
head, I was like probably $1.19 for each of these tacos.
Right.
I apparently must have been in the 1950s
We got
mentally.
the Doritos one. That was like that's a big step
Yeah,
up.
I mean, what are you doing? Like, why do you think this Doritos taco is worth $7 now?
Man.
So I was upset at the price, but I ate it in regret and then left.
We are filming this right before dinner, and I am regretting
We're
this
both
because I
starving.
am so hungry, and I saw taco from Taco Bell sounds so good.
Here's
Okay.
the fun fact. McDonald's, the world's largest restaurant chain by revenue, nearly 42,000 restaurants, a brand value of $38 billion worldwide.
Golly.
In the original price of a taco at Taco Bell, 19 cents.
Man, I could have eaten everything
Thanks,
for
inflation.
$1. Thanks, inflation. All right, next up, we got some chicken. Ready? Chicken on chicken.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A versus Zaxby's.
This one's easy. Chick-fil-A.
I agree. Chick-fil-A. But man, a Zaxby's kickin' chicken sandwich. It's like Texas toast, chicken tenders, and then you have like a ranch and then like another sauce on top. It will
Like a
tear
spicy
you
ranch?
up
Where's the
till
kicking
next
part?
week, but it is so good. But I'm still going spicy chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A.
But if I'm on a road trip and I see
Yeah,
a Zaxby's, I'm
yeah.
at least like, you know what? That's a better option.
because they have the
over other
salads,
fast food.
they have good. They have good salads at Zaxby's.
That's
actually.
usually what I think I have to do.
Mm-hmm,
But if I had my choice, I see a Chick-fil-A and a Zaxby's, I'm going Chick-fil-A every time.
What do you get at Chick-fil-A?
Usually a grilled nugget meal.
Okay.
So I can
Fries.
have the fries, the
Yeah.
nuggets, you get a drink.
Yes, so good. Now, a spicy chicken wrap from Chick-fil-A is actually really
yeah.
great.
Their salads are actually very good too.
Yeah.
Albeit pricier.
Okay, this is feeling better.
But I recently got a kid's meal at Chick-fil-A alone. Sat in a booth alone like a crazy person waiting on my tire to be done.
oh, yeah.
And I felt strange, I'm going to be honest. But I got a kid's meal. It was over $8 for a kid's
I
meal.
know, y'all. It's expensive. Chick-fil-A is expensive.
So fast food is not what it once was price-wise. Like back in my day,
No.
it felt like it was like $4 or $5 gets you a kid's meal.
Okay, and why do we feel like when you eat Chick-fil-A, you're eating a healthier version of fast food? Is it true or is it really not?
I
Is
think
it
it's
kinda
because
just-
the environment. The people are nicer. The facilities are cleaner.
And they
feels like they're putting effort
I have
in.
an app. You put in your order. You go and you sit down. You go in and put your order in as you're getting there. Sit down at the table. Put in your table number. The kids go play. They bring you your food. Like it's all done, and it is. And they clean. I mean,
It's
they're
a
just
higher
fantastic.
quality experience, but the ingredients, frightening. I dare you to read the ingredients on a Chick-fil-A sauce. You won't sleep tonight.
No,
You will spend
no.
all night Googling. You're like, what the heck am I putting
So
in my
terrible.
body?
Oh my gosh! All right, you ready for this? Arby's versus Sonic. Oh man,
That's a tough one.
man. Sonic was like that's like where we went to in high school.
It's nostalgic for you.
You would go to
Is that
Sonic.
why you still love it? Is like the drive-in?
Maybe so.
My wife worked at a Sonic and she did the roller skates and everything. You get like
and you
an
get
extra
paid more.
quarter?
You get paid more.
An extra quarter an
As
hour?
a car hop. Yes, my friends worked at Sonic. Man, Sonic is good. A Sonic cheeseburger.
You don't know anyone that worked at Arby's. We don't, like, who's working there? We don't know.
George, hardworking Americans. Stop
I'm saying,
that.
like, but like your friends in high school worked at Sonic. You know what I mean? It was like the place.
Sonic and Smoothie King. Those were like the places that they worked. Yeah.
What do you know about Arby's? They have the meats. That's all we know. Very mysterious.
I know. Okay, Arby's is one of Winston's favorites.
Really? Is it the roast beef?
Yep. And I
That he
roast
loves?
beef cheddar with horsey sauce.
The horsey sauce hits.
It's not bad.
I don't care who you are.
It's not bad. And the curly fries. Their fries are some of my
I
favorites.
did love their curly. You're right.
Man.
I'm starting to get nostalgic for
What do
Arby's
you-
now.
I know. What do you do? Like, it's tough.
Growing up, I don't think we had Sonic
And
in
I
the
don't
North.
eat roast beef ever.
When's the last time you purchased roast beef?
Ever. Never. I don't think I've ever bought roast beef like at the grocery store. Ever.
Wow.
But Arby's, suddenly it's okay. Which is probably disgusting. I know. Okay, so Sonic, my kids like Sonic. So
I like the variety of Sonic. It's kind of like the Cheesecake Factory of fast food.
the mozzarella sticks at Sonic. They're so good.
Wow. That's your go-to?
Yes. And now I got my kids on them. I introduced them to my kids. I selfishly was like, I don't really want them to eat it because they're going to know how great it is. And then every time I order them, they're going to want some.
But you're like, I can't gatekeep if I want to be a good mom.
Yeah, what do I do? And now they're all addicted. They're like, oh my gosh, we want the mozzarella sticks.
Wow. But they still eat all the food at home. They'll still eat broccoli casserole.
Yeah, they're eating broccoli casserole tonight.
Okay,
So
so
we're
that's
okay.
good.
We're okay, people.
That's my fear as a parent
My
now.
mom cannot hear this episode. She will be so
Rachel.
disappointed.
I can totally see her being like, do you know what's in that?
Oh, man.
All right, here's a fun fact for you. At Arby's, you can get a double roast beef or double beef and cheddar meal for just $7, which is cheaper than the Chick-fil-A kids meal.
Oh, my gosh, that's crazy. Yes.
That's some bang for the buck.
There you go.
And did you know that saying make it dirty at Sonic means adding coconut and lime to your drink?
You know what? I think I did know that. Uh-huh.
I don't know what makes it dirty.
Yeah, coconut and lime.
That feels very refreshing and clean.
No, a diet cherry limeade is what Rachel in high school got all the time.
Oh.
You go get the Route 44 during happy hour.
Which just feels like way too much liquid for a human being.
So true.
You're not
So
drinking that
much.
much water in a day.
I know. All right, let's go sandwiches. My other favorite topic. Okay, this is a really hard one for me. We got my favorite, Schlotzsky's. So
I've never darkened the door of a Schlotzsky's. I don't even know what they sell, to be honest. I would not know based on the name.
how have you never been to a Schlotzsky's?
I've never been that desperate, I guess. I don't know. Like, why would I go to a Schlotzsky's not knowing what it is?
It's just, I know.
My
but
friends have never been like, hey, let's go to Schlotzsky's. Also, how do you make it 9 syllables? Schlotzsky's.
So when I say
Isn't it just Schlotzsky's?
Schlotzsky's.
Schlotzsky's. Like, it's 2 syllables. Schlotzsky's.
Like, you got to give it credit where credit's due. Okay, Schlotzsky's versus Subway. Shoot.
I have trust issues with Subway.
I just love Subway too.
But you're going Subway over Schlotzsky's?
No, I can't. Number 1, no olives, Schlotzsky's. The cracked pepper chips and a Diet Coke.
Wow,
We'll
that
take
was
it.
way too fast.
And it's okay, Schlotzsky's is expensive and slow.
It feels like it's higher quality in my head.
It is, I think so, yeah. But it takes it's a long, probably because they make it.
Because they're actually making it.
It takes them a moment to make the sandwich.
But they don't have sandwich artists like Subway, do they?
Do what?
There's no artistry at Schlotzsky's. They're just throwing it all together. At Subway, they have that's what they call themselves, sandwich artists.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you get? I get the
I used to get
Italian. I get the Italian BMT
Oh, that's a good
with
one.
banana peppers and tomato and lettuce.
Back when I could eat Subway, I was doing like the meatball marinara
Well,
or the sweet
okay,
onion
hold
chicken
on.
teriyaki.
Wow, you went like real crazy. I'm shocked.
Is that crazy?
A meatball at Subway and chicken at Subway feels like a lot.
What are you getting?
Italian BMT, salami, ham, like
You don't know where that
cold
salami's
cuts.
been.
Cold cuts, like a sub, like a regular meat.
What animal does that come from?
But yeah, all right.
She's like, game recognized game.
I mean,
What the heck is pastrami? It's pork. It's pork.
oh man. Okay,
That's
so
a
what do
good
you
one.
pick? Well, you got to pick Subway because you haven't been to Schlotzsky's.
I don't know. Maybe I need to go and
And Schlotzsky's
experience
bread
Schlotzsky's.
is good. Like it's
Do they
good.
have? I need to check if they have gluten-free bread. That might change my
Okay.
mind. Subway. Here's a fun fact. Began in 1965 when 17-year-old Fred DeLuca asked Dr. Peter Buck, who's a family friend and nuclear physicist, feels like a flex of a detail, but okay, asked him for advice on how to pay his college tuition. Which, by the way, go Fred. Love debt-free college tuition. It's awesome. And Fred's idea for a submarine shop and a $1,000 investment from Dr. Buck, they formed a business partnership, and today it is known as Subway.
No way, that's
37,000 restaurants worldwide.
That's how it started.
Feels generous to call it a restaurant, but I appreciate that. I respect the hustle.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like Subway it's everywhere. It's in every gas station. There's one in your house probably right now. They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
So at least it's
Okay,
convenient.
there may not be. I may be jumping the gun. Oh, I am. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait because I have other subs that I love, but we're gonna wait.
Next up.
Burgers. Okay, this is the fight on fight. Texas versus California.
Yes.
In-N-Out versus Whataburger.
This one's contentious. This is like choosing a football team in a sense.
Oh, I'm like, I know exactly. I've had both, and I know. Okay, you do yours. We're gonna count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
In-N-Out.
Yes.
She does have class. We found it.
In-N-Out.
And here's the best fun fact that has changed my family tree. There is an In-N-Out headquarters coming to Franklin, Tennessee. legitimately right down the road from Ramsey.
We feel it. We feel it's right
If
there.
I could throw a
It's
football,
right there.
I could throw a football
It's
and
like
hit
gonna be
In-N-Out.
right there. I
And
mean,
not only is there a headquarters, there's a restaurant paired with it
I
across
know.
the street.
And then is it going to be like an hour-long drive-through every day?
Initially, I think so.
I know.
But eventually, people move on with their life, except for us.
And we'll be there.
We are feral for this.
It's so cheap, easy. It is so good. I will say their fries are not my favorite.
Oh, see, I love them. I get them well done. Which, if you didn't know, that's... You can get them extra crispy. So they're literally like, they are so crisp.
Okay, that's probably what I need to do. Because they are a little... They're the fries are not my favorite.
They're thin. But they're, you watch them hand cut the potatoes. So as far as quality goes, I love that I can actually see the quality right before my eyes.
So good. Okay, so
and it's very affordable.
Very much so, yeah. So In-N-Out's profit margin is estimated to be 20%, which is on the higher end of most restaurant chain spectrum.
Good for them.
So it's good.
Which is impressive because their burgers are like $3.
And do you know they have verses at the bottom of their cups?
Yes.
Bible verses? Yeah. They're
like in their fries, like all their labels.
And it's still a family-owned company.
Wow.
I know.
But here's another fun fact. If we're going to start, starting some religious beef here, Whataburger employees are encouraged to play Christian music over the restaurant speakers.
Really? Well, that's interesting.
I think Chick-fil-A does that with Muzak, where it's like an instrumental version
of
a song that you know, and you're like, okay, a little subtle.
Yeah. It's like, I hear that third day.
There you go.
Guitar.
I'm glad we agree so far on most of these.
All right, you ready for the next one? Domino's versus Papa John's.
Oh, I know you're going Papa John's.
All day, every
People
day.
might think you're sponsored by Papa John's.
I love Papa
you
John's.
talk about Papa John's more than you do your kids. I forget your kids' names. I know your Papa John's order.
It is just so good. It's so good. You get the pepperoni
and pepperoni.
you get the garlic sauce, and their crust is thick, which I like. Now, I like Jets. Jets is like an elevated pizza order for us. Like, you're going to be spending more. But I get Papa Dough a lot on my app because we order it so much.
Can you explain that to people what Papa Dough is?
Yeah, if you order enough on the app, you get like credit back. So I'll have like 10, 20. I mean, I'll have a lot on the app.
Because you spend hundreds on Papa John's a month.
Well, if we have kids like over, like for movie nights, I'm always going Papa John's. I'm not going to like order Jets for the kids.
So when parents are like, hey, let's get pizza, like, I got it in my app. I got to get my Papa Dough.
Yeah, no, not parents, but just like the kids are there. So I'm like, I'll order pizza for the kids,
Okay.
Y'all, the crust is so good. It's just so good. It is so good.
And you get delivery.
I do. And sadly, it's been DoorDash recently. I don't think they have enough employees.
I didn't grow up with Papa John's, so it's not a part of my zeitgeist like it is for you. I did grow up with Domino's. My friend worked there, so he'd give us free pizza after a shift.
Oh, that's fun.
And he would do a custom pizza. It was a barbecue sauce base with chicken and bacon.
Ooh.
Or maybe sausage and bacon. It was amazing.
So good.
Delicious. So,
okay, would you pick Papa John's or Domino's?
I've had Domino's gluten-free, and it's actually decent. I need to try Papa John's to see if it's up to snuff.
Yeah.
But if I had to order today, I'm a Marco's guy. If I'm going to go with a chain.
Yeah, true. Marco's is
but
good.
I feel like Domino's, there's like a trust there I have built. Probably similar to what you built with Papa John's. What you guys have is special.
It is. It's pretty
really
great.
Good. Here's a fact for you. 2023, Domino's brought in $9 billion in sales. Papa John's only had 2.1.
Ouch. Wow.
Billion. Only a measly 2.1. But here's the deal. Diehard fans have discovered Papa John's uses less sauce on their pizzas than Domino's. So you can order extra sauce on your order. I'm an extra sauce guy.
I am too.
If it's just like cheese and bread, I'm like, I should have just ordered cheesy bread.
I did notice that it's less sauce. So that's like a known fact.
Try doing extra sauce.
I
It
will.
should be free.
Okay.
There's your life hack.
Thank you. I will.
All right.
All right, let's go burgers again, George. Wendy's versus Burger King.
Oh, see, I feel like Wendy's is so much more than just burgers.
It's true.
My childhood is like you get $1 for the 5-piece nugget, $1 for a chili, $1 for a burger, and so $1 for fries. So I could get out of there $4 or $5.
With a lot. Now, their spicy chicken sandwiches, so good.
That hits.
So good.
So I'm going to choose, but Burger King had us a lot of nostalgia. The rodeo burger had an onion ring on there with barbecue sauce. I love Burger King's chicken sandwich, those long ones.
So good. That's what I get in the Nashville airport.
There was something special about that.
Yeah, I agree. It's still around. Still around.
So that's a hard one
I'm going
to
Wendy's, though.
debate. If I had to go into a place, I think Wendy's I'd go into today over Burger King.
Okay, well, Wendy's actually beats Burger King in sales by just $0.8 billion.
That's
Seems like a lot.
Is that 800 million? That feels like not an insignificant amount.
Sounds like a lot.
It's just 0.8 billion. It's not that much.
All right, before we head into our fast casual rounds, when we talk about other restaurants and maybe some apps that we have that are great, listen, spammers, scammers, they're everywhere, just like fast food, right? You see them everywhere. They are everywhere. So removing your online data, you guys, is so, so crucial. And Delete Me is a great company and service to help you do that.
That's right. I feel like data is the new currency, and we are giving it out to sign up for every fast food app out there. And so Delete Me helps remove your info from all these data broker websites that are selling it for a profit, and they send you a report showing you exactly what they did, how much time they saved you. I'm at 55 hours of time saved, which is time I could be spending in a drive-thru.
And ordering some food.
There we go.
I know, but for real, your information's out there, you guys. Get it removed and use Delete Me. It's fantastic. We'll put the link below.
Yes.
And there's actually a great deal for our listeners.
20% off. Go to joindeleteme.com/smartmoney. You'll get 20% off any of their plans. Very affordable and great peace of mind.
And you know what else I love?
What's that?
Cozy Earth.
Yes.
So this company, you guys, it has clothes, it has bedding, it has towels. I mean, it has anything
athletic
that you
gear,
need.
blankets, robes,
But
you name
the
it.
material is unbelievable. It's what the influencers would say is buttery. That's the word they use. It's very buttery.
I don't follow those people.
But it's literally like silk. Like, it is amazing. I have some pajamas. I have some joggers. Our sheets.
Yes.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Like,
we did
they
the
are
sheets.
the best sheets.
We cleaned the sheets this week, as we do. By the way, clean your sheets. It's probably time.
Once a week.
But we like unfurled them on the bed, and it was like Aladdin's magic carpet. And Whitney was like, "These are really the best sheets we ever had." I was like, "I know.
They are.
I'm telling you.
It's so good. It's so good. And then Winston loved all the stuff so much, he went online and bought a hoodie without our code.
Your boy's
like-
out here paying retail when we have a code for 40%
I was like,
off.
babe. And he was like, well, I just loved the material, so I wanted a hoodie from it. I was like, well, we've got a code. So y'all, don't be
Not
crazy. I know you're going to buy some Cozy Earth stuff, but buy it with her code.
Don't be like Winston. Go to cozyearth.com/smartmoney, or you can just use the code smartmoney at checkout. Let them know if you take the post-purchase survey, you heard about Cozy Earth on this show.
So get a great discount up to 40% off. All right, George, let's go a little fast casual. Let's go a little classier, okay?
To be fair,
get out of the car.
In
go
the meeting,
into the
I
restaurant.
said, Rachel, we can't just do fast food. The people deserve better. And so these are my, I don't know, pretentious, casual.
Just the elevated,
yeah.
but probably healthier, let's be honest, option.
Let's start off with an easy one. Chipotle versus Moe's. Everyone say Chipotle. If you like Moe's, you don't like Mexican food, you don't like tacos, you like queso.
So true.
Let's be honest.
I would say, yeah. Chipotle is actually great. I get a bowl.
Yes. And I
Rice,
make it
beans, chicken.
I do the hack where I can get 2 bowls out of one.
What?
Because you stack the ingredients and you can get extra of a lot of the things without paying more. So you can't get extra meat without paying more, but you can get extra fajita veggies, extra rice,
Just keep
extra
on
salad. And so
building.
when I get the bowl, they barely get the lid on there.
So funny.
And so either Whitney and I will split it as a meal, or I'll eat half and then save half for the next day.
yeah, it's good though.
You pay
It's
11 or 12
nice.
bucks, but you get 2 meals out of it, which makes it cheaper than most fast food.
I love it.
And it's higher quality.
All right, next up, Panera versus Jason's Deli.
Ooh.
I'm kind of mad at Panera.
What'd they do to you?
Well,
Is it glorified hospital food now?
It was on what we called the Strip at UT in college. So it's called the Strip. It was where all the restaurants were. And Panera was like on there, and it was one that we would always go to. You just grab bagels or coffee. Like, it's kind of off campus a little bit, but it was so affordable, so easy. And then I went in probably like 2 years ago, y'all, and I got like a sandwich, a side, a drink, and it was like $18 or something.
Whoa.
It was very expensive. And they've upped their prices so much that I'm like, it's not worth, like, I can't justify it. Panera's overpriced for me right now.
I agree. And I do think the quality has gone down. I mean, I don't know how they get, like, they must GMO their apples to be tiny. Have you ever got an apple from Panera? Or even worse, the bread. I'm like, are you paying for my dentist visit after I have to chew through this bread?
Yeah, it's so hard.
How do you make bread that hard?
It's so true. I know. It makes
and
me
then the
so
chips,
sad.
It's 1 ounce of chips. That bag is just air, and there's like 7 chips in there.
No.
But I used to love the You Pick 2.
I used to
at
love it
Panera.
all,
Get
y'all.
a little
That's
soup,
I mean,
get
I
a
went
half a sandwich.
all the time in college, and I just can't anymore. And I'll be honest, I haven't been to a Jason's Deli in a while, but they have lots of options. They had a turkey Bravo sandwich back in the day that was delicious.
Oh.
No, it was a turkey oh boy or something.
I think
But
Turkey Bravo was at Panera.
Okay, so this was the turkey oh boy. And do you remember, I'm sure they still have it, so it's just when I was a kid, the bread that you'd put on sandwiches and it had onions like in it? So good.
Amio's.
Amio's,
Okay, I get that.
That's it, Kelly.
Onion
it's
bread?
the Amio's at Jason's Deli. So good.
That's my favorite thing to get there.
Me too.
Wow.
With the avocado. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But if you're on a road, here's my test. If you're on the road trip and you see both, which one are you going to? I'm probably still going to Panera, even though I know
I just feel safe.
it's like the devil you know. I know they're going to have decent coffee. I know they're going to have like the energy drink that I like. You know, it's in every hospital. So if you've ever been in a hospital, you've seen a Panera.
Is it really?
It's in a lot of the I've been in several.
You okay, George?
I'm doing all right.
I'm going to go Jason's Deli on the road trip.
Wow.
Yeah.
So brave.
All right. We're going to go Shake Shack versus Five Guys. Shake Shack all day.
Shake Shack wins.
Shake Shack's good.
I think back in the day, Five Guys, they're like Cajun fries were life-changing.
Yeah. See, I don't like their fries either. Everything's too like greasy.
Everything's greasy. You're going to get it all over.
But Shake
It's
Shack,
soaked through the bag.
Shake Shack is good though.
Shake Shack is good, but I'm like, I might as well go eat out if I'm going to get Shake Shack because the burger is like $8 or $9. Then we got to get the gluten-free bun. Extra $17 for a gluten-free bun. Then you got to get the fries separate. Then you got to get a drink separate.
Yeah,
they don't
yeah.
do meals.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I do feel like it's a trendier, you know, you see it in big cities. I'm going Shake Shack if I see. And I had a bad experience at Five Guys in New York. Whitney needed to use the bathroom. I went, hey, Five Guys has a bathroom. And I know in New York, they're going to be like, hey, you got to be a customer.
Yeah, you do.
But they gave me some heck. And I was like, I'm going to buy a water. Like they gave me a big attitude about it. I slammed the water on there. I was like, I'm buying a water. She's using the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I was like, go. You just go. I'm going to pay for this.
I'm going to
But
take
it was
care
just,
of it.
I don't like the attitude in a Five
Well,
Guys.
that was one store, George.
A Shake Shack, while they don't care, at least they're a little bit more friendly.
Okay, that's fair.
Maybe it was
So
a
a
New
rough
York,
and tumble, a little
rough and tumble
at
Five Guys
Five Guys.
situation. They were ready to fight.
Okay, I'm ready for this one. This is a really hard one for me. Jersey Mike's versus Firehouse. I know where I'm going, but man.
I know you're doing Firehouse.
I'm doing Firehouse. The Italian, fully involved, on wheat. So good.
Is that a way to order?
Yeah, fully involved at Firehouse. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like your onion. It's just everything.
I just don't think you've ever used the words fully involved until now.
I know, but man, Jersey Mike's is so good though. It is so good.
Okay.
But I'm going warm sub. Warm sub every day.
I'm a warm sub guy. There's
Yeah.
very few
Are
subs
you
that I
going
think
Firehouse?
are better. I'm going Firehouse, and it's partially because they gave you a free sub on your birthday, so it's like it's a part of
They do.
the fabric of my life on my birthday.
They do?
Get a Firehouse sub.
Really?
And it used to be you could just show an ID.
Yeah. What do you do now?
Now I think you have to like sign up for the rewards program and
Oh,
whatever
man,
to
okay.
get. Yeah.
All right. I don't have that.
But I'm going Firehouse. It feels higher quality.
All right.
And I like the branding.
Oh, it's so fun.
Makes me feel like a fireman.
Ladders, firemen.
Jersey Mike's
So good.
feels a little bit like there's a guy with some chest hair and a gold chain. I know there isn't, but it gives off that vibe.
Gives that
and no offense to Jersey, but we can do better.
Well,
I prefer New Jersey Michaels. I think it's a classier name. If they needed a rebrand,
just go full
Yeah.
on name.
comes from a good
All
family.
right, let's jump on the plane, George. We're leaving America. We're going international here. You ready?
Okay.
Panda Express versus Payway.
One of a cultural icon. And if you went to a PF Chang's, you were like, I'm so like, wow, we are really branching out. Like this is a real different
This
palette.
is Payway though. This is the fast food version of PF Chang's.
That's right. Same
Payway.
company.
Same company.
I'm going Payway because I can actually eat things at Payway. Panda Express is 2 in the fast food realm for me.
Panda Express is so good.
Like Payway, there's no
I
drive-through.
agree. It feels more like I hear you.
Panda Express feels like going to Sarku, Japan in the mall, which I loved growing up.
Hey,
which
the
was
free
like
samples, you eat it and you're like,
the
that's
free
actually really
samples-
good. Like, should we
You're
eat a
out there
whole
handing me
meal?
free chicken teriyaki. I'm like, pull my leg, my guy. I'm going to get Sarku, Japan at the mall.
Oh,
And as a teenager, you felt like you were like, oh, not going to tell mom I got a free sample.
Well, that's right.
It
That's
felt
right.
really cool. But yeah, Panda Express over Payway. I'm going Payway. I feel like it's higher quality at Payway. I can actually see the guy like sauteing it back there.
I know it's better food.
don't know what's going on in a
I'm
Panda
going Panda.
Express.
I'm going Panda Express.
We don't know what's happening back there.
We're not sure, but it's fine.
There's
During
one
and
right
after
down the
for me,
street
it's
by
fine.
Ramsey, and I've never been, but I have friends that
Yeah.
love it. Okay, this one is near and dear to my heart.
Okay, go.
Cava versus Zoës.
Ooh.
Zoës, R.I.P., used to be a staple. It was then replaced by Cava.
It was okay.
in
Zoe's like
Franklin.
gone forever. Is it like out of business? Do we know?
Don't know. There may be still one in Green Hills. We
Okay.
don't know.
I'm for sure going
Nashville?
Cava. Cava, the amount of pickled items they have makes
Love
me
a
so
pickle.
happy.
And as a person of Middle Eastern descent, it's closer to the food of my people than any fast food I've ever had.
It's true.
You know what I mean? It's like, I can't get my mom's cooking, but I can get Cava.
And it's
Can I tell you my
really
order?
good. Oh my gosh, I'd love to hear it.
It's fully involved. So I do a grains bowl,
Yep.
half saffron basmati rice, half brown rice, red pepper hummus, crazy feta, grilled chicken, fire roasted corn, pickled onions, salt, brine pickles, tomato and onion, tomato and cucumber, cabbage slaw, Persian cucumber, Kalamata olives, shredded romaine, garlic dressing drizzle on top, the skug drizzle on top, roasted eggplant dip, and I skip the pita.
Wow, George. Holy mackerel.
It's no joke. But do you see what I mean? That bowl is very
That's
filling.
so good.
Very
and probably
nutritious.
2 meals, honestly.
Definitely two
what's
meals.
The
And it's like
spicy,
11 or 12 bucks.
There's a spicy
Harissa.
The harissa.
Yeah.
So good, but I gotta get on the side.
If I'm splitting with Whitney, I try to tame down the spice just so I don't, blow her away. But I think Cava's still up there for me, a top fast casual.
Well, it's probably the best quality food.
Yep.
That and Chipotle. I'm gonna end with that. Wow, so good, George.
There's a lot of good stuff there. And again, these are all in a similar price range. I mean, no matter where you go now, fast food is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to go, you cannot leave a fast food joint for one person without spending at least $6, $7, $8.
Yeah.
And then fast casual, you're looking at more like 11, 12, 13. You get the guac, that's an extra $2.
Right.
It can add up, especially if you're getting a drink. So I
For
try
sure.
to avoid getting a drink. I try to avoid any extras. I try to go with the base and make the most of that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and to know what the extras are. Because if you want more protein or anything else, just know. And hey, and the sub stuff, like there are things that you're like, oh, we'll just get some sandwiches to go, but have the chips at home and have the drinks at home, right? Like there's ways to.
And I've seen the
get the
hack where
bill.
you get the big Chipotle bowl and get tortillas on the side, and you can make, 2 full burritos with one bowl. Or
So smart. Yes.
so there's some hacks out there that are legitimate. You can get some decent bang for the buck. It's still cheaper to eat at home. Don't hear me say you're going to hack your way to just eating out all the time.
Right. But if you're going to do it,
But
do it
going to
smart.
Chick-fil-A with a family now, I mean, it could cost you $60.
Oh yeah, I could probably look to see what we spend. We were just there.
Scary.
Charles, it was his birthday. Told him he can go to any restaurant. J. Alexander's, we can go. Where we can go?
Yeah,
Ever.
that's swanky.
Guess where he picked? Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. What did he
know.
get?
Oh, just the kids' meal, just chicken nuggets and fries. I don't know,
My man.
and a chocolate milk.
Stay humble, King.
Okay. Okay, there are some great local fast casual spots here in Nashville. So
People
if you're
always ask us, hey, I'm coming to Nashville. Where should I eat?
So some fast casuals. Again, this isn't like the big restaurants. One of my favorites, Maniacs.
Oh,
So
that's a good one.
Chicken. It used to be behind our old office. Like
Great
where we
chicken
sat from.
fingers.
Yep.
And
Our
then if you're
office.
going to be more in the Nashville area, closer to downtown, there's a spot called Baja Burrito.
Delicious.
That is a local favorite.
Sushi, all the way back from when Rachel was in high school. It's still around, and it's still one of the best. Is Peter's Sushi in Brentwood. It's so good.
And now a new location right by the Ramsey headquarters is Edley's Barbecue.
Delicious.
Which Edley's Barbecue, if you want good barbecue in Nashville area, Martin's Barbecue and Edley's Barbecue are probably your top tier spots.
Yep. Mojo Tacos is another great spot too for some Mexican tacos. So there's some local Nashville places.
That's a good one.
Okay, what's the spot that you
Honorable
love?
mention,
Yeah.
Culver's. We didn't mention Culver's, but I think it deserves a mention.
I think we should start out there with little cheese curds. So good.
I went
Thank
there
you, Culver's.
recently. This was the weirdest thing. For some reason, Whitney and I decided to go to Culver's. We sat like on their little patio.
Yeah, it's great.
And for some reason, I was like, I felt weird. I was like, what am I doing on a Culver's patio? But we had a great meal out there.
So good. I love that little nod to Culver's. I appreciate that.
It's a good spot. Is that Wisconsin based with the curds?
Or Minneapolis. Was it Wisconsin? It's Wisconsin. Okay. Because my friends in Minneapolis, when we go visit them, like 10 years ago, they always had it just there. They didn't have one in Nashville for a long time. Then when it opened here, I thought, oh, we've made it.
I hear cheese curds, and I just feel like the people of Wisconsin must
It's fair.
own the rights to cheese curds.
Thank you, Wisconsin. Thank you.
Okay. So my takeaways, go-to for me, I'm going to do a $12 Cava bowl because there's a strong potential for leftovers, and it's nutritious and filling.
I'm going to go large Firehouse sub and split it with Winston.
How generous.
So I'm going to save my
That is
money.
giving like no one else.
Because we both like the same order
Outrageous
there.
generosity.
So it's so great.
And if
So
you
great.
find yourself leaning on the option of it's fast, cheap, easy, challenge yourself to pivot by number one, using an every dollar budget to find margin to buy affordable meals to make it home.
That's right. Yeah, because honestly, eating at home, even though we've just talked about fast food and restaurants and all of it, especially with a family, like long term, it's going to save you more money. And then I will bookend because I just listened to a 2-hour podcast about how terrible the food is here in America. We know it's not good for you.
They're like, in Europe, that ingredient's banned all. I'm like, I know.
Okay, and can I just say this for just a hot second? There is a part of me on this health kick, because I am reading ingredients now, and I'm like, oh, yeah, here we go.
Proud of you.
But there is a thing of like, okay, we eat healthy. And then they're like, oh, well, if you eat healthy, like fruit, it can't be in plastic at the grocery stores. And you're like, okay. And then they're like, and then if it's even not in plastic, does it have, it starts to feel like a black hole. Like I'm not Amish. Like I don't live on a farm.
That is
you know
fair.
what I mean?
I don't think anyone would assume that about you.
I live in the suburbs. So like I just need a little help. And I may not be perfect on this new journey that I'm on.
Love the humility.
Thanks for your patience.
It's very kind. Well, I did find
well,
this
I eat
fact
my
out.
Firehouse.
Here's the fact that changed my mind about eating out so often. Restaurants have to mark up their ingredients by 300% in order to cover overhead, labor, profit, all of that stuff. So
You're
when
in the
you
business,
say,
y'all.
no, it's cheaper to eat out, I'm going, no, scientifically and business-wise, absolutely not.
Not at all.
Because you're paying for all of that with every order.
Yeah.
Even the materials, the fork, the takeout box, all of that is being paid for by you. So know what you're getting into. Try to limit eating out. Even if you're out of debt, on a budget, it's still wise to limit it both health-wise and financially. And Kelly was just talking about her crock-pot meals tonight, and I was jealous. I was like, I wish I was on Kelly's level.
Yeah, just getting some
and it
meals
just takes
made.
some extra thought and prep.
The meal plans.
Just make it a routine. She gets up Saturday mornings like the great mom she is, gets her coffee, and just starts planning out, hey, what's going on this week?
And it works, and it's great. Well done, Kelly.
You're an inspiration to us all.
Thank you for being you. Thank you for being you.
All right.
All right, George, it's almost the end of the episode, and we close out every episode with
Guilty as charged.
And this is where our producer, Kelly, gives us a new guilty as charged question every week. And if we're guilty, we take a sip. So, Kelly.
All right. Have you ever complained or sent food back because you didn't like it?
It's like George's hobby.
Yeah, I think I did it while we sat here. I tried to return the drink. I was like, no.
I have twice.
I almost did this in our own cafeteria at Ramsey, but I was like, I'm not going to do that. Not going to do it. The most recent time I can remember doing this was a date night. It was a nicer steakhouse in Franklin. You know it well.
Okay.
And the steak was, let's just say, I think the cow may have still been alive.
Oh my gosh, George.
It was that, like I ordered it medium. I did not order
medium rare. Or rare.
No, I ordered medium and it came out.
Okay, steak is, I feel like that's a socially acceptable take back.
To return.
Steak. Return to be cooked more. That's not terrible.
But in my mind, I was like, they're just going to cook it more and bring it back.
Yeah.
No. They surprised and delighted and said, you know what? We're going to make you a brand new steak.
Wow.
And then they comped the meal.
What? The whole meal?
The whole meal.
Stop it, George.
I was shocked. I was shook. I was aghast. So, didn't do it for that purpose at all.
No.
It was very nice of them. And we were pretty, I'm always like, hey, if you're going to do that, be kind. Don't be a jerk about it. Don't make a big scene. Just say, hey, like we ordered medium and this one came out this, or hey, this actually is not what we ordered, or if it's a wrong order, I have no problem.
Yeah. Mine was a cocktail, and it was like some kind of peppered cocktail or something. It was like a little bit of pepper, and I drink it, y'all. And I like almost spit it out. Like I couldn't handle it.
Was it too spicy?
Just think about black pepper just being a whole thing dumped and stirred in that drink.
I love.
And I
black
made
pepper.
Winston try it, and he was like, "That's not drinkable." So I did. I told him, and then the bartender took a sip, or like took the straws they have, and he was like, "Oh, bad ratios."
Oh,
so I felt better about it.
That's good. I'm impressed that they tried it. I always want them to be like, hey, this is not me being like, I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
You try it and you tell me.
Yeah,
I respect
he was not.
that.
Yeah, he wasn't having it either.
Wow.
So it made me feel better.
So they comped the drink. That happened to us once, and they were like, hey, if you don't like it, just let us know. I'm like, wow, that's okay. So we tried it, and we're like, yeah, this was not for us. So they brought a new one, and they charged us for all the drink. And I was like, that was kind of lame.
Yeah, that's not fun. That's not fun.
Yeah, guilty
as charged. Mm-hmm. Okay, who finished first, George?
I think I'm closer.
I think you are too.
Can I be honest? This Raspberry Dream Dirty Soda kind of tastes like a raspberry chocolate milk.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good.
And this is apparently a Swig dupe, I am told. Swig is a soda shop chain that's very popular in Utah with the Mormon community because soda is their thing.
Some of the influencers I follow, they always have a Swig cup in their
Always got a Swig.
stories.
and it's gained popularity because of these influencers. So, what's your rating on this?
It's a little sweet. I'm going to go 7 out of 10.
Okay. I'll go 7 out of 10 as well.
Okay. Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's not. It's better than not, but
you'll soon know why it's a solid drink.
Okay,
so
go.
the cost breakdown is just $1.63, which I imagine they charge like 7 times that at one of these soda shops.
Sure.
It's got raspberry puree, which is fresh raspberries and sugar, coconut creamer. Apparently, this is a non-dairy one.
Great.
And Dr. Pepper, which is a great base.
That's actually
it's hard
a great
to
base.
screw it up when your base is Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper is really holding it down.
Is that one of your go-to sodas? Like, what is your go-to soda when you're ordering fast food?
Diet Coke or Diet Dr. Pepper?
That's a good American.
How about you?
You're a true patriot. Diet Dr. Pepper if I'm feeling like, wow.
Yeah.
Gonna live on the edge.
Diet Dr. Pepper is
But at
pretty good.
Chick-fil-A, sometimes if I want to be better, I'll get like an unsweet tea and lemonade kind of
I'll
situation.
get a sweet tea.
They call it a
Chick-fil-A.
Sunjoy now. They gave it a fancy name.
Where they do half and half. So good.
So get the recipe in the show notes if you want to make this. It's fun for the whole family, kids included, because it's a mocktail.
So great. Well, it's closing time. And if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave us a review, subscribe. We want to hear from you guys. And if you love a little treats, make sure to check out our episode on harmless purchases that drain your bank accounts. So we'll see you guys, though, next Thursday on an all-new episode of Smart Money Happy Hour.